So hey guys, so today we're going to take a look at one of the most interesting array problems from Geeks for Geeks. It is to find the number of inversions in an array. So what are inversions? So we are given an array and the problem is to find the number of swaps that we need to do in order for the array to be in ascending order. So we already have an array 2, 4, 1, 3, 5 here. So we if we consider this array and if we take 2 for the first time, and if we compare it with 4, 2 is less than 4, which means that 2 is in the correct place if the array is in sorted order. If you compare 2 with 1, 1 is less than 2, so but 1 in a sorted array, 1 is supposed to come before 2. So in this case 2 comma 1 is one of the inversions that we need to do in order for the array to be sorted. So likewise, if we compare 4 and 1, it is supposed to be swapped because the array needs to be sorted. So 1 and 4, 4 and 1 is another inversion that we need to do. And if you have 4 comma 3, which means 3 is lesser than 4, so 3 has to come before 4. So 4 comma 3 is one of the inversions that needs to happen for the array to be sorted. So the logic for this is pretty straightforward. I'm just gonna show you the basic logic there is to solve this problem. We're gonna use two loops to iterate over the array, and we're gonna take one of the elements and compare it with all the other elements. And if one of the elements to be picked in the outer loop is greater than the element that's in the inner loop, we increment an counter, and we will at the end of the iteration we will return that counter from the method. So before we start, we're supposed to return a long. So I'm gonna initialize a long variable called counter count equals 0, and then we're gonna have two loops inside the method. In I is equal to 0, I is less than arr dot length, I plus plus, and then we're gonna have an inner loop which is j is gonna start from I plus 1, um, j is less than arr dot length, j plus plus. And we're gonna compare if array of oops array of I is greater than array of j. If it is that, we will increment the value of count, and once the iteration is done we will return count. So fingers crossed, let's see if it compiles and runs. Okay,